Mary Slessor, a name whispered in reverence, a life that echoed with uncommon courage. Born in 1848 in the rough streets of Dundee, Scotland, Mary knew hardship from a tender age. Poverty cast a long shadow over her childhood. Work in the deafening din of the jute mills consumed her days. Yet, within her small frame burned a spirit too large for the confines of Dundee. It was the stories, whispered by missionaries returned from distant lands, that ignited her soul. Tales of Africa, a continent shrouded in mystery and shadowed by ancient traditions, both terrified and captivated her. She felt a call, a deep and undeniable pull towards this land of contrasts. She would answer that call, no matter the cost. Her heart ached for the people of Africa, souls yearning for the love of Christ. She would bring them that love. She would be their voice in the wilderness. She would be their shield against the darkness. The year was 1876. A young Mary Slessor, barely 28 years old, stood at the precipice of the unknown. The ship, a rickety vessel heavy with the scent of salt and uncertainty, cut through the waves. It carried her away from everything familiar towards a land where danger and destiny awaited. Africa. The name itself conjured images of a wild and untamed land. She had heard the whispers, the tales of tribal wars and strange customs. Fear, a cold fist around her heart, threatened to overwhelm her. But her faith, a beacon in the gathering darkness, burned brighter. The moment her foot touched African soil, she knew this was her home now. The humid air, thick with the scent of unknown spices, pressed against her. The sounds of a language she didn't understand, a melody both foreign and alluring, filled her ears. This was the land. These were the people she had been called to serve. She ventured deep into the Calabar region of Nigeria, a place where few white women dared to go. She faced scorching heat, battled tropical diseases, and navigated a web of cultural differences as vast as the ocean she had crossed. But she persevered. For Mary Slessor, there was no other path. The Calabar region held a dark secret, a cruel tradition that made Mary's blood run cold. Twin births, usually a cause for celebration, were seen as an evil omen. The infants, innocent and pure, were condemned as demons. Their fate, a slow and agonizing death. This was the horror Mary Slessor vowed to fight. With unwavering determination, she confronted the tribal chiefs. She reasoned, she pleaded, she challenged their deeply ingrained beliefs. Her weapon, not force but love. A love so fierce, so unwavering, that it began to chip away at centuries of superstition. She walked for miles through dense jungle, her white dress a beacon of hope to rescue these abandoned babies. She adopted them as her own. Her small house became a sanctuary, filled with the laughter of children who had been given a second chance at life. Hers was a voice raised against the darkness, a voice that refused to be silenced. And slowly, miraculously, change began to blossom in the shadow of ancient customs. Section 4. The White Queen, more than a missionary. Mary Slessor became much more than a missionary to the people of Calabar. They called her kpukpru, the White Queen. She was their advocate, their mediator, their trusted friend. She learned their language, embraced their customs, and earned their respect. Her influence extended far beyond the fight against twin killing. She settled disputes, championed the rights of women, and tirelessly promoted education and healthcare. She became a bridge between two cultures, a symbol of understanding and reconciliation. Her life was a testament to the power of compassion. She saw beyond the color of skin, beyond the barriers of language and culture, and recognized the shared humanity that bound them all. She treated everyone, from the lowliest villager to the most powerful chief, with the same dignity and respect. Mary Slessor never sought power, yet she became a powerful force for good. She proved that one person, armed with unwavering faith and a heart full of love, could indeed change the world. Section 5. An enduring legacy of courage and compassion. Mary Slessor's story doesn't end with her death in 1915. It continues to resonate, a powerful echo across the decades. Her legacy lives on in the countless lives she touched, in the traditions she helped to change, and in the hearts she inspired. Her former home in Calabar is now a museum, a place of pilgrimage for those who seek to honor her memory. Her story is told and retold, a timeless reminder of the transformative power of courage and compassion. Mary Slessor, the girl from the slums of Dundee, became a legend in the heart of Africa. She showed the world that love knows no boundaries, that faith can move mountains, and that one person can indeed make a difference.